television show, which doesn't cost anybody to watch, okay? You can watch his show for free. Now, he'll give you highlights of some new book he's got, like The Meal That Heals or whatever, but he won't tell you everything. He wants to sell you the book, wants to sell you the video or the teaching or whatever, and he's doing the same thing here. And when it comes up here that he's got insider information and he's got a special teaching on your money, your investments, and your financial security at the end times, I can tell you that if Perry Stone follows the TBN paradigm, the Trinity Broadcasting Network paradigm, if he follows their formula, then the teaching that he has about your money is that it's fixing to not be your money here pretty soon. Okay? They all talk about you with your money. If you want financial success, then sow your money into me. Hand it over, and God will make you. You know what? And if you just follow the teachings of the TBN crowd, they are full of God's got a special day coming. There's an end time harvest. Everybody's going to get rich. Everybody, only the people now who set aside money into our ministry are going to get this financial blessing in the last day. That is what they say. That's Perry Stone. I made a list here so I can keep track. Perry Stone, Odin. Oh, here we go. Let's see here. Where is it? I mentioned last Thursday the guy that runs Natural News, Mike Adams, the Health Ranger, the Health Ranger, Mike Adams of naturalnews.com. Now, he does have some fairly interesting articles on here every now and then. You know that I am not the Health Ranger. By the way, can I chase another rabbit here? I have here's something you've all been waiting for. Okay, are you ready? This is the Chia Obama as it is today. The Chia Obama. Ready? Drum roll, please. Here's the Chia Obama. That doesn't look very healthy, does it? Okay. Now, as you can see, it looks and it appears that Gary has set up a little shrine on the DVD production table of the Chia Obama, and I guess he believes that the Chia Obama is blessing all of the DVDs now that go out of our ministry. Maybe I need to pull him aside and have a talk with him about that. Anyway, back to Health Ranger. Health Ranger Mike Adams. Natural News exclusive. Michigan government unleashes armed raids on small pig farmers. Forces farmer to shoot all of his own pigs. Natural News can now confirm that the Michigan Department of Natural Resources has in total violation of the Fourth Amendment conducted 2 armed raids on pig farmers in that state. Let's see here. They're staging raids involving 6 vehicles, 10 armed men. The Department of Natural Resources conducted unconstitutional, illegal, and arguably criminal armed raids on these 2 farms with the intent of shooting all the farmers' pigs under a bizarre new, quote-unquote, invasive species order that has suddenly declared traditional livestock to be an invasive species. The ISO also deems farmers who raise these pigs to be felons, and Department of Natural Resources officials were ready to make arrests on the scene and haul away those farmers to be prosecuted as hardened criminals. I think this is an unconstitutional order. These actions of the DNR are out of bounds, Attorney Joseph O'Leary told Natural News in an interview today. He is representing one of the farmers who was targeted in these raids. Quote, to take what was 6 months ago an entirely legal activity, and suddenly people are felons over it. They're not growing drugs, running guns, or killing anybody. They're raising animals pursuant to USDA regulations, state of Michigan regulations. They haven't done anything wrong here. And the Department of Natural Resources is treating them like they're hardened criminals. Well, you can kind of see this coming. You know, when I was down in Arkansas, man, I love those people down there. There was a pastor that spoke right before me, Pastor Charlie Jameson, whom I love. I love this man. He's a very, very wise man. He's a very, very meek man. One of the cleanest men that I know of. He's got a wife, and they're raising a child down there with special needs, running a camp, pastoring a church. And they live in an area of Arkansas that is hard to get to. And he says there's people moving in down here from the cities. And you ask them, why are they coming down here? And he said, and they tell you, well, we're just getting away from the city, and we're going to get out here in a place where we can grow our own food, and we can raise our own food and have our own food, and everything can be ours. We won't have to buy it. And when everything goes bad, we'll have it. We'll have all our own food. And he preached against that by saying, look, number one, if you try it, if you think that you're out in the middle of nowhere growing your own food and the government don't know it, just look up, because you can't see the satellite that sees you. They'll know. They'll fly a drone over. They'll know. You plant a garden. They'll know. And during martial law, you and I both know that the presidential decision directives that will be enacted during that time will basically confiscate everything that you have, including all your pigs and your carrots and your vegetable garden, everything that you have for national security. So it won't work. So you know what? When things get bad, you'll just have to turn to God. That's going to be your only way out. Now, here is something interesting on this article, because I scanned down the article. And now remember, last week we talked about Mike Adams, the health ranger. Dun, 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 dun. The health ranger is a newager. You go read his articles. You go look at it. He talked about in this article last week that he believes there's aliens out there, and they're going to come, and they're going to come teach us that he is a newager, is what he is. He endorses and espouses New Age techniques, and on and on and on and on. Okay? Now, I scroll down the article, and I see something. And this is what I see. I'm going to show you what I saw. Here is Mike Adams, the health ranger. Dun, 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 dun. And where is he? Why, he's sitting in Alex Jones' chair. Now, he either shot and killed Alex Jones or tied him up in the corner and gagged him, or he was invited to sit in Alex Jones' chair. Now, when I first got into this Watchman ministry, there was a few things that Alex Jones put out, a couple of articles that I would look at every now and then. And, you know, they had some interesting things. And it became apparent to me that though Alex Jones likes to refer to himself as a Christian, I don't know. One of the things that set me off was, and now correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, you correct me. Who out there has seen the Bohemian Grove video that Alex Jones did? Now, I got to admit, take some guts to sneak a camera into this place where they don't want anybody in there. Take some guts. I get that. From what I got, and correct me if I'm wrong, from what I got was, here was Alex Jones traveling around with his girlfriend, staying in a hotel room, and they weren't married. But he calls himself a Christian. It just doesn't sound right to me. And then, I think a couple years ago, Alex Jones had David Icke on his program. David Icke is a New Ager. David Icke is funny. David Icke is going around telling everybody that most of the people in politics are all reptilians, and there's a reptilian agenda. David Icke doesn't realize that part of the reptilian agenda is to bring everybody into the New Age, which he espouses. And then here is, let me pull it up again so you just get a good look. Here is Mike Adams, the health ranger, doing the Alex Jones show. Okay? I think they're in cahoots together. I don't think that's right. I don't care what your message is. I don't care who agrees with you. If they're not following the scriptures, we don't get along with them very well. Anyway, that's the pig story. Boy, I'm moving right along today. And then we have, let's see here. Who sent me this? Somebody did. Several people did. And the people that sent it to me said that they won't be watching today. And I said, well, too bad for you. Ha, 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 ha. Here is, you remember Tupac Shakur. He's dead. Does anybody, I'm just asking here because I don't know. Does anybody know how long ago he died? Anybody there on Skype know how long ago he died? Well, here's the interesting thing. Here is an article. He is a rapper, by the way. A rap star. Nasty guy. I mean nasty guy. Now, he's dead. Been dead. Okay? I think he got shot. Here's the article. Tupac Shakur's ghost rapped at Coachella this weekend. I don't know what that is. But anyway, this is for real. 15 years ago, he died a young man. But last night, a hologram of Tupac rapped on the stage with Snoop Dogg. That's another rapper. There he is with every last tattoo, necklace swinging, and all the mic pointing moves. Did I mention he was glowing, and not just in the back from the spa way either? More just from back from the other side way. And so anyway, here's what happened. Let's see here. Snoop Dogg and who else was in on this? Somebody else. Did a concert, and they performed with a hologram of a dead guy. Okay? Now, what in the world, and where's my mind going with this? Canon King James here. Okay? And I don't think that the image of the beast is going to be a hologram. I don't think that. But I will tell you what spirit drives something. I want you to think about this. Here's a guy that was murdered, and now he's brought back from the dead as if he's alive in a sort of a ghost fashion, and everybody's seeing him now. Okay? Think about it. So we have in Revelation chapter 13, we have a beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. And in verse 3 it says, and I saw one of the heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly